As we come to you from the University of San Agustin, there is Iloilo City. This place is gonna be loud. This is going to rock to the very rafters as Choco Mucho and Chery Tiggo get entangled as we try to complete the preliminary phase of our tournament. Here with Neil Flores, I will hardly hear you here tonight.
Hindi na tayo magkarinigan, but two of our competing teams will be fighting for positioning. So this is a very important game for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. It feels like a homecoming because for both squads, merong mga balikbayan, and later we'll talk about them more.
And may mga koneksyon kahit paano dire bala sa Iloilo. Tingnan natin ang team standings and you'll understand what Neil is talking about.
Right now, they're just next to each other. Choco Mucho has a 9-1 win-loss record, while Chery Tiggo has an 8-2 win-loss record. If Chery Tiggo wins this game, they will move up one rank. Choco Mucho will move one down in terms of ranking, but whatever happens, they will be facing each other in the semis as the number 2 and the number 3 seeded teams in our conference.
Exactly. And now let's try to focus on the players. And if you talk about Chery Tiggo, I have loved over the last 5 years the continued development of Mylene Paad.
Mylene Paad played overseas for Thailand, and in the last 5 games, she registered the numbers that we're used to seeing. 70 big points, but when she started this conference, she was still nursing a left shoulder injury. But in the last 5 games, we know that it is game time for Mylene Paad. Papalapit na tayo sa semifinals, and they are gearing up because they do want to enter the final round. You have to remember that once upon a time, Chery Tiggo was the champions of the PVL, and they're looking to get back into that gold medal match.
This place just can't wait for us to be over so we can put the ball into play. Jasmine Nabor of the other side, she has played extremely well. Not too many points, but the excellent sets have been always there.
Jasmine Nabor wasn't feeling well against Streamline last Tuesday, but she still played it out and managed to put up decent numbers, I would say, against the undefeated defending champions. We know that Jasmine Nabor is known for her setting, but her 1-2 plays have had it to go for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Yan yung laging nakikita natin na tumatapos sa mga dikit na laban nila.
Yes.
And right now, she will square up against Dina Wong, her counterpart in the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
And we'll get to Dina Wong in just a short while. First, let's talk about Bea De Leon. Bea De Leon, on the other hand, well, Dante Alinsunurin has introduced a new way of playing for this team. Bea De Leon takes advantage of the time that is given to her.
Nunag and Bea De Leon has had that 1-2 punch in the previous conferences, but now Coach Dante is actually utilizing Maddie Madayag in the middle blocker position. Sometimes he also chooses Adukio Gonzania, but in their game against the Jerflor defenders, the fans were really happy to see Bea De Leon back on the hard court. It wasn't really a resurgence because she never left. It's just that the teammates were performing really well.
Absolutely.
But make no mistake, once you call on the number of Bea De Leon, surely she will perform.
And when she grits her teeth and puts up that clenched fist of hers, she's in business. And of course, the core of the Choco Mucho game will be focused on Dina Wong. Dina Wong, of course, their ace setter. We're still looking for Dina among the cameras, among this crowd. Dina will be a factor, of course.
She is actually a big reason for Choco Mucho's success in this conference. Talagang they worked it out in the off-season with their assistant coach and coach Jessie Lopez, another talented setter for our national team in the men's division. But for Dina Wong, earlier this conference, she was number 1 in that category. But currently, she's in the top 2. Big improvement for that playmaker of the Flying Titans. And she has been playing through some nagging injuries here and there. But now she's ready to put on a show for all of the fans here in Iloilo City.
And you were beginning to talk about hometown girls who are making a homecoming here today. Duque Ogunsanya, of course, is one of those players, and we are delighted that she has a chance to come home to Iloilo.
Sa town kasi namin, sa Dumangas, I had the chance to really showcase my talent, and syempre, yun yung parang stepping stone ko para makakuha ng scholarship going to Manila. It's not always everyday na nakakalaro kami out of town, and I'm really glad na makakauwi ako and to play there kasi not everyone is privileged to go here in Manila and watch PVL. And syempre for me na taga Iloilo, makikita ko yung family ko, and I'm very excited na makikita din nila ako maglaro kasi it's been a long time since pandemic, and as well na-injure pa ako. So masaya ako and excited and kinakabahan. Very proud ako sa achievements na nakukuha ng mga kababayan ko na nakikita ko sila naglalaro dito. For example, yung dalawang magkapatid, Romal, sina Buding, si Pons. So, masaya ako dahil dumadami na din kami. Hello everyone sa mga taga-Iloilo. Tani mag-enjoy ka mo sa hampang diri subong, and very excited kami maghampang sa inyo, tanan, and halong ka mo and palangga ta ka mo tanan.
Damo, salamat kit sa imong pagpuli, sa iyong pag-uwi dito. But we have a poll question for all of you, which you can participate in.
I would like to echo the sentiments of Duque Ogunsanya. The fans are really at the center of the heart of volleyball. So we want to continue to engage with our fans with our poll question of the day via the Pilipinas Live app. Our question is, which top libero will control more serves? Will it be Tang Ponce from Choco Mucho or Jen Nierva from the Chery Tiggo Crossovers? You can click on the poll right below your stream. Or if you're going to use other social media channels, do not forget to use our hashtag PVL 2023.
And it's going to be a good one, a hot one. Dribala sa Iloilo, mahampang ang Choco Mucho. Laban sa Chery Tiggo. Tira lang kamo, we'll be right back.
Choco Mucho Flying Titans. We will now start the official warm-up at the net.
makuha. Ay, nakakaloka po. Wala. 10 mo na.
Itlak na lang kaya para ano. Game Time Sports and Premier Volleyball League would like to present to you our officiating officials for this match. First, referee, Erlindo Eusebio, National Referee. Second, referee, Herbert Matematico, Asian International Referee. Presenting to you the starting lineup of Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Number 2, Jasmine Nabor. Number 6, Jaila Marie Atienza. Number 3, number 7, Mylene Pat. Number 8, Ia Laure. Number 21, your very own Princess Robles. Number 22, Pauline Gaston. Starting libero is number 24, Buding Doremdes. Head coach, Mr. Kung Fu Reyes. Starting 6 of Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Number 1, Marialina Isabel Molde. Number 3, Diana Isabella Wong. Number 7, Madeline Madayag. Number 18, Chery Rondina. Number 22, Chery Rose Nunag. Number 10, Kat Tolentino. Libero number 16, Tony Ponce. Head coach, Mr. Dante Alin Sonurin. This game is regulated and supervised by Games and Amusement Board. These days, Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball. And when the ball is up, it's game time! Serving for Choco Mucho, City Rondina.
Okay, we're just about ready. We lost you for a while, but we are underway. I failed to mention something about the starters, but I'm sure you know by now. The Filipinos Live app for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. This crowd early into the game, Neil.
There is a slight change in the starting unit of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Jai Atienza will be occupying the middle blocker position. Zach Carandang will not be playing today. And for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, you see Kat Tolentino back on the opposite side in the starting unit. Kate Viray will be coming off the bench.
And by the way, Pauline Gaston, the daughter of former basketball player Fritz Gaston, also hails from these parts. The Gaston family is from Bacolod, which is just a boat ride away from here. Ponce keeps it in play with an excellent dive, and this shot is long.
That will be the first point of the Crossovers. This has got to be the best season for the Flying Titans in recent PVL history.
After losing that first game against Creamline, they've won everything.
But they are up against a feisty team, a very young team in the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
That seem to have found its identity.
And they've been dubbed as the streak busters here in our conference.
You know, I will be going on a limb here. I don't think we'll be done in 3. I don't think we'll. I'd love to enjoy the rest of the city, but I don't think we're going to go 3 here. But the way we are clawing at each other. Position is necessary. In the meantime, the set by Dina. The push by Nunak is short. She was under the ball, Nila.
Right now, I think Choco Mucho will be having flashbacks to the time in Ilocos Bacara.
Okay.
Because nung panahon na yon, they faced Chery Tiggo.
We were in a bubble at that time.
Yeah, we were in a bubble. They faced Chery Tiggo, and sila din nagharap dun sa next round. So this is a very familiar situation.
Tolentino with an attempt. But rejected forward. And Choco Mucho has a slight lead at the early goings.
Isa Molde has also stepped up in the absence of Descheng, who went down
with the ACL.
The ACL injury.
You know, you just wait in the wings for your chance, really. Unfortunately, it had to be the ACL injury. But like Holly Ponce, on the other hand, she's had her chances. She waited also in the wings while then Lazaro Revilla was playing more than she was. But she waited.
And she is at the top of our stat sheets in the receiving and digging category, making her a case for the Best Libero Award.
In the meantime, Dina sets and Tolentino full swing.
Choco Mucho also missed Tolentino in the starting unit for a little bit. Nung nagsimula tayo here sa conference, it was Kate Viray manning the floor for Coach Dante.
This place is packed and loud. Here's Nabor with the set. The hook. It's outside, too strong. Atienza missing the corner. Choco Mucho has the early lead, 6-4 opening set. Got Tolentino serving. And down the line, it's outside.
A little bit of nerves on the side of the crossovers. Laure committing an attack error there. Cesc Robles will be starting out. Also homecoming for them. Kasama ni Jen Nierva here in...
Cesc Robles has also been playing well of late. In the meantime, tracked down. Paat attacks. Ponce keeps it alive. The cut shot on target for Tolentino.
You can hear the fans of Choco Mucho.
Yeah. Almost every available seat has been accounted for. Track down, Nabor, Paat, forward. Marcado si Paat so far.
But the power in that hit was enough to get it out of bounds.
Yeah. Guerra and Durandes are the alternating liberos for Chery Tiggo. Here's Mylene Paat. Down the middle we go with Maddie. And the block is not steady enough.
Yeah, it's also like a firecracker dito sa side ng Chery Tiggo once she connects to consecutive sets from Nabor.
I think I've seen her really grind it out in that Chery Tiggo PLDT game. In the meantime, Molde shot brings a smile to her face, and that is hit blocked out.
She had a huge opening cross court, but still decided to change directions, target the right hand of Jasmine Nabor.
Isa Molde. The serve in play. Nabor. Cut shot by Ian Laure. Rondina is foiled. One more time around the block and it bites.
This is one of the most anticipated games because Aya and CC were the 1-2 punch of the UST Golden Tigresses. And right now, they're up against each other. And we know that they are monsters in terms of scoring.
And we'll see and hear booming spikes from the two of them. It's 10-6. That's the count here. Molde and her serve is long. Dante Alinsonorin continues to be the cool dude that he is. I've never heard him raise his voice, whether it's a national team, sa NU.
He's that type of guy. He's very chill, always gives technical instructions.
Dorandes handles that well. Pa's version. And it's returned to sender. Mylene Pa is tightly guarded.
CC Rondina, after that powerful hit, goes up for the block against the taller Mylene Pa. We have a lot of MVP potential players in this match.
We're trying to complete the preliminary phase. Earlier today, we had Next Leg completing their season, winning against Farm Fresh in 4. This is blocked. This is scored inside.
Atienza really has to be able to deliver in the middle because we know what Zach Karandang can provide aside from her defense. Ang laki din ng percentage of attack conversion ng isang Zach Karandang.
Si Zach Pat adds grit to that front line when she's there. Here we go with Jaya Atienza from Pampanga. Hello.
First point.
She does her thing. And she did it so calmly, so sneakily, which is the way to do it. Block. And it's a point for Chery.
Where does she get all that power? I'm guessing it's really from her swing. Not the tallest of outside hitters. But look at the wind-up and the follow-through of Juancez Robles.
Sometimes it comes from the legs, the spring from Dina. Reverse set. Handled well by Chery Tiggo. Becomes a set from Gaston. And it's delivered upon by Pad.
Just in time for the semis, Mylene Taas being back on the starting unit. Also provided that positive change sa side ng Chery
That's
Tiggo.
true. In the meantime, this service into the net from Nabor. And we arrive at the first technical timeout, the only one. We will be back after this. Okay. Get access to the second All-Filipino conference of the Premier Volleyball League live and on HD on One Sports Plus, plus more premium channels for the whole family when you switch to Signal Postpaid. Subscribe to Plan 520 and enjoy 3 free months with no cash out. Call 88555 or visit your nearest Signal dealer. Dealer, buto na siguro ako. Alam mo, Neil, itong game na to, figuratively and literally hot. Hot!
Almost 6,000 fans strong here inside the San Agustin Gym in Iloilo City.
And they don't seem to mind the heat. Why? Problema sa ila. And they're happy that the PVL is here.
And everyone gets the chance to fly all the way to Manila to witness the games live. So every time we go to a province, it's always a sold-out event for the PVL.
And you in Cagayan de Oro, you and Ayel had quite a ball there. 13-10. And of course, we do enjoy visiting our other cities and towns across the country. The CC Rondina serve, the Cebuana, misses this serve. Mga tanaw sa Sugbo, mayong gabi kaninyong tanan. Ito naman, sino magsaserve? Ito, si Miss Robles. Galit sa bola bago mag-serve ito eh. Pero yun ang kanyang routine.
EJ Laure will be coming off the bench.
Oo nga. It's close to the net. Tinaas ni Mylene using an elbow. Back row work by CC. Combination. The defense was there, but just too much power to contend with.
Valentino so busy here in the first set.
Yeah,
getting a lot of opportunities from Dina Wong to get the points for the Flying Titans. I've been looking at Coach Dante from the start of this set. He's just quiet. I mean, he's applauding the good efforts of the girls. And pag sa timeout, sometimes simpleng instructions, tapos hinahayaan niya silang to figure things out.
Kung minsan he'll say a lot, kung minsan he won't say a thing. Kung Fu, on the other hand, I listened to that interview that I think it was Ian Laure said, tingnan ko lang ang mukha ni Coach Kung Fu. Hiyang-hiya na ako. Ayoko nang magkamali ulit.
Coach Kung Fu was also the previous coach of CC Rondina in the collegiate ranks.
Yes.
So alam din niya kung paano maglaro si CC.
Coach Kung Fu has also been an assistant with the national team to Shaq de los Santos, the Asian Games 2018 or 20. Up. That's blocked. It'll go to Tiggo. Chery Tiggo now comes within 2. Of course, Dante Linsunurin brought the men's team of the Philippines to that silver medal finish in the SEA Games in 2019. Here's Gaston. Molde careful with it. Rondina with a hot spike. Easily dug over. Combination. Huli. They knew where it was going.
Yeah. But that was a good combination play. Atienza was committed to Manny Madayag. Isa Molde had a clear angle of that sharp cross-court. But yung swing block ni Mylene Paat just prevented her from getting a point.
Mylene had gotten advance notice of what Isa wanted to do. And that serve is long. That'll make it 16-14. Catalantina will be serving. You know, many of these players have played with each other, against each other in their college days. Here's Tolentino. Bullet. Atienza.
Saying hi to the defenders of Choco Mucho.
Yeah. Pampanga. Maya pabengi kay Kongan, mga kabalen. In hope we are enjoying the PVL. This shot in play. Paat lifts it high. The attack is on. Regalo. Recovered. Molde. CC cuts it up. Confusion of bit. The attack. Playable. It's in the air. Dina controls it. Pipe attack. It is inside. And listen to this crowd roar. Hindi ba napapagod yung mga tao rito? Parang hindi, no? They're enjoying themselves. And we hope you are too. Choco Mucho has the 2-point lead. They may do. Ponce sending it over. Down the line.
Kaya Laure finding the seam in between Dina Wong and Maddie Madayag. Now she's starting to hum.
It takes a while, but when she's on, she's on. Rondina. Free ball. Chance. Blocked. To the back row. Molde wise to it. Down! Miss! Atienza missing.
Yeah, Atienza messed up the timing. Coach Kung Fu was expecting a point already for Chery Tiggo after that overpass.
Nalista na niya, no? Nalista na niya. Here's Maddie Madayag. 2-point lead by the Titans. To the back row. There's a net touch. Referee Mathematico calls it against Chery Tiggo.
Coach Kung Fu can call a timeout. Hasn't used his timeout here in the first set.
Yeah, he'll use it now. Let's stay with this timeout. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block live in HD and on demand anytime, anywhere, and on any device via the Filipinas Live app. Download and register now. Glad you're with us. Sam Sarmiento with Neil Flores here from Iloilo. 1916. We're so glad that you can be part of this very special visit of the Premier Volleyball League to Iloilo City. A return, actually. Oh! Umilag kasi yung nasa harap niya eh.
And that's the thing about float serves. Pag mabilis yung dating ng bola, hindi ka pwedeng man-late mag-react kasi ang bilis din bumagsak. And they were hiding Mylene Paat because she always prepares for the back row attack. So kadalasan si A. Laure talaga ang kumukuha nung receive.
No wonder. 21-16. Chery Tiggo now behind by 5 as we see Choco Mucho slowly begin to make some steps towards the finish. Cagande is in. This is Join Me Cagande. You know, I was telling our female analyst, I have seen every imaginable name of a woman here in the Premier Volleyball League. Yung mga kombinasyon, di ba? Only to find out, sa Spiker Star, kung ano-ano yung mga pangalan. Imagination and creativity is all around. In the meantime, the attack. Long. I think that's 4 straight points.
Pulled off the bench. Adorador still trying to find that perfect contact point. But this time around, Coach Kung Fu will be challenging that call. They will be asking for a block touch.
Nakatakot naman. Biglang dumating itong dalawan. Nasa harap natin eh. Siyempre si Coach Dante cool lang.
Just waiting for the replay here in our monitors.
You would play for a guy like that, diba? But I also play for Kung Fu. Yung talagang your conscience is on the line. Ito, Neil.
Yep, that was too high of an attack.
So no.
Even a high leaper like si Rondina, pag ganun kataas yung trajectory ng bola, hindi din yan maabot. So that will be an unsuccessful challenge on the side of Chery Tiggo. Point will go back to the Flying Titans.
Might have been a good time, not just because it was challengeable, but a good time to give his team Kung Fu that is a break. They have been hit by 4 straight points and 5.
Aside from her signature slide attacks and her swag in blocking, we know that Maddie Madayag is also a good float server, even in her UAAP days.
Yes. And Maddie, when her game is on, she can rampa as well. She has that walk after, and Nunag with a regalo attack! And we arrive at set point.
Chery Tiggo having problems with their first pass. They are currently targeting Ea Laure.
We have Jaisel de los Reyes in action for the first time. But Choco Mucho has arrived at set point. There will be 8 to go pursue by Chery Tiggo. Madayag. Blocked. Ooh, look out. And Molde apologizing. But Rondina brings it to a close.
How fitting for CC Rondina to get their final point here in set number 1. We've seen a lot of contributions, not just from CC Rondina, but from the other players as well.
And this crowd, mostly those in purple, enjoying the party. We call this the baby score? Really? Okay, there's the big score and the baby score. Hello, everybody, and we hope you're having a ball from Iloilo as the Premier Volleyball League returns to Iloilo City. Let's take a look at some choice cuts from that authoritative first set win by Choco Mucho. Go ahead.
Relatively fast set number 1, only 23 minutes, and that was surprising for us because on average we usually take 30 minutes to finish sets. But Choco Mucho, you just saw that they were focused in ending that in dominant fashion. They controlled all facets of that game. They started with heavy serving by targeting Ea Laure, and Dina Wong intentionally went to Kat Tolentino for most of the time early on.
That's
but
good point.
pagpatak natin nung second half of the set, she finally engaged with the other attackers on the floor. CC Rondina was being CC Rondina. No surprise there. Chery Tiggo, Mylene Pat was doing the damage. Ea Laure had a couple of points, but we're still looking for that stability pagdating sa pasa. Because even if you have strong attackers in the front line like Seth Robles, Mylene Pat, hindi sila masyadong makakaporma for clean attacks if laging out of system.
Yes.
And most of the time, they were really out of system, overpassing their first passes to the net. So yung mga regalo din, napupunta sa side ng Choco Mucho. So come set number 2, that will be the adjustment for sure na inu-note down ni Coach Kung Fu yung pasa muna before we focus on anything else.
The cast for the next round is basically assembled already. The top 4, it's a matter of position now. We're just a few more games before we complete the schedule, actually. I think most of the teams have hit the 11-game mark.
That's correct. I think the last game of elimination will be on Tuesday back in Manila.
Sino
So
maglaro?
PLDT will still have to go up against Petrogas. Signal will go up against the Jertler Defenders. And to uncomplicate things, Signal just needs to win against the Jertler Defenders. That is a non-negotiable for them because number one, of course, you don't want to lose against the lower seeded team and you don't want na magkatalo pa sa points pag nagkaroon ng tiebreaker.
Which is usually disappointing for the team that will not make it via that route. Welcome to the second set. First set going the way of Choco Mucho at 25-16.
What? What was that? Wow, CC Rondina.
I am reminded of my airplane ride this morning. You said it was a little turbulent, and we had a little joust with the clouds earlier today.
The set wasn't close to the net, but she was able to go to that angle.
She is beyond. She defies explanation. And Luna with a powerful swing.
These are the blows that will put a dent in the confidence of your opponents. Lot of clean hits. The Chery Tiggo Crossovers might question their net defense on how they position themselves. But now they still have a chance to attack every time that Choco Mucho is serving.
Yes, they should
Pwede silang
capitalize.
mag-counter eh.
Yes, Ponce keeps it in play. The reverse. Tracked down that time by Rondina. Waited for the toss but didn't get it. Ball is being bandied about on the other side. Tossed over gently. Ponce has it. Dina reverses. The attack. Still in play. Long rally. The first one. The drop. Alive. The strike. It's outside. That'll make it 3-love. But there's a challenge
from Coach Kung Fu.
Is this EJ making the signal also? Of course, this is where we are. I'm raising my hand. The replay or the challenge mode is right here. Coaches will go over. This is like demonstration class. And
yes, CC Rondina already said that there was a check ball. So even if we don't wait for the slow-mo replay, ma-award na yon sa Chery Tiggo.
Ah, ganun ba? Honesty. This serve. Yung skill set ni Dina Wong enables her to do that one-handed set with supreme confidence. If it comes, I'll do this. If it's the ordinary, I'll do this. She has supreme confidence in what she can do.
You have to give credit to one of the best setters
ever
in the Philippines, in Jessie Lopez, for the improvements also of one Dina Wong. Kasi sabi rin ni Dina na malaki ang naitulong ni Coach Jessie, not just in the setting in itself, I mean the art of the toss.
Yeah, I agree.
How she thinks about the game.
Yeah, knowing Jessie also, who said that he is officially retired from national team duties, but not in other playing duties as well. Jessie is such an excellent setter, lively to cover. Ponce digs down under. Wow. Wow, that's wow. I don't like saying wow, but that's wow.
She has mastered that no-look down the line hit. Huge opening there.
Parang binigyan mo lang ng kapirasong Huang pinuno. Nierba is there. Oh, good counter. Is that Shaya?
Yeah. Now Chery is getting better passing from their libero in Jen Nierva. So Shaya Adorador and EJ Laure will have an easier time.
I've always loved covering Shaya because yung name niya may rhythm. Shaya Adorador. Di ba? Is that Mari? Yeah. I'm not surprised anymore. Parang Dina has plans. Let's make this short. Let's make this quick. Let's go to Madi. And now Kat Tolentino also was off scoring quickly. She's going to serve from almost near the audience there.
Some people might think that this game has no bearing. For me, it has so much to bear because you're going to go up against the same team in the semifinals. So, dito pa lang kailangan alamin mo na kung paano sila gumagalaw because win or lose, ang importante is yung dalawang panalo sa semifinals.
And that's so short. It's not the usual preliminaries. In the meantime, we're going to go with Ia Laure. I'm beginning to get the hang of the Laures. I haven't done too many of their games. Kuminsan nalilito kay Ia at kay EJ, but now I'm getting the hang of it. Ooh, looked long, but there is CC. Molde home run. Oh, check ball. Referee Eusebio is in the perch. Says it's a check ball.
Everybody has been consistent on the floor for Choco Mucho, I would say.
And Dina has so many weapons on her side of the floor. Nerva digging down, kneeling down. Nabutasan ang Choco. Shaya Adorador has 2 points.
Shaya Adorador, also one of the most stable players pagdating sa Chery Tiggo in the last conference. She played for the Tornadoes, but now she's back with the Crossovers alongside Jasmine Nabor.
I remember those seasons in UE when nothing was going right. She was the lone bright shining star there. Good set. What a set by Dina Wong.
Kneeling reverse set for the quick attack para kay Maddie Madayag. They've been teammates for the longest time, so I don't think there will be connection issues between these two.
When it's done, there's Jessie. Lalim na isip mo, Jessie.
That is a packed bench. Actually, sa mga teams natin sa PVL, mapapansin mo din na even the assistant coaches nagle-level up eh. Even for Chery Tiggo.
Exactly. Niloloko ko nga yung mga yun eh. Nagpapalit-palit lang ng t-shirt yan para tayo. In the air. Well done.
He's also a master of cut shots. Talking about EJ Laure. Matagal din ang inintoy ito. I mean, the Laure sisters really wanted to play alongside each other.
Yes, they did.
But EJ had other plans in the past years, but now they're back together.
Of course, their dad, the basketball player, Eddie Laure. Oh, lapsing into some a spate of errors here.
Now tied at 7.
Nabor. Dina Wong with a set. Alanganin. Recycled offense. Broken play out of system. They make do. Tolentino says, give it to me, but other options. Molde. Here it is elevated. Nabor tosses it over. Here's Dina. Sisi Doremdes. Yes, nicely done. And look at this. Tiggo is in the lead.
Shaya Adorador was hit on the face twice by Cici Rondina, but that's all good. That's still a valid block touch.
Alam mo naman, di naman masakit masyado yan. Misting. Pero hindi naman basketball yan na tumatalbog sa'yo eh. Ito. Wow, the block unable to contain that. Titans will across at 8. Wong will serve. Nag-sorry si Sisi kay Shaya. Mali ang lundag.
That is the trade-off once you give a free ball to Choco Mucho. They've adapted to that fast type of transition play.
Alam mo, yung sets ni Dina Wong, ang sarap paluin. Now, you can tell, di ba? You're a player, you're a striker, whatever position you play, yun yung mga set na masarap paluin.
Papalit ulit ng middle blocker si Coach Kung Fu.
De Los Reyes is back in. Some brief action earlier.
Well, that wasn't Atienza's ball to get. The first pass, dapat talaga sa backcourt defense yon because you
Yes.
have to prepare yourself to go for an approach para sa quick attack.
Choco back in the lead. Rondina whips it over. With such power.
Not waiting for the set, just going up and targeting zone 1.
Ang hirap yung kalaban ni Rondina. No? At a certain point, you'll be burned by her. Yan dali sabihin, di ba? You gotta put the block on her. You gotta put anything on her. But she jumps so high and so far from the net. Nicely done.
Much needed break point for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Jaisel de los Reyes.
Jam-packed University of San Agustin venue. Close to 6,000 people here. Hindi pa kami kasama sa bilang na yun. Good attack. Thwarted.
This is good news for Coach Kung Fu. We saw an attack come through, and now he's seeing the net defense holding up for the crossovers.
Ia Laure sealing that. You can sense from the body language of Chery Tiggo, tatsagain nila to eh. Aha.
Oh! That is the beauty of one-handed sets. Na jump set pa. You will really get the commitment of one or two blockers when you master that trick.
It throws them up completely. Nabor sets off the head of Nunag. We've got a seesaw affair here in the second set.
Forceful attacking from Ea Laure. She might have had inconsistencies pagdating sa depensa sa likod and the reception. But every time she's in the front row, alam natin na nakakabawi siya ng husto by scoring all of these points for Coach Kung Fu.
Ponce. Maldel. Rondina. Wong. To the back row, Rondina protects it. Rondina attacks. Nabor keeps it in play. Up. Double contact. We arrive at the technical timeout. It's 13-11. Choco has a slight edge. We have the score at 13-11. Choco Mucho with the edge in the second. They took the first, 25-16. We're coming to you from the University of San Agustin in Iloilo. Just 2 games scheduled here. So you were saying, Neil, that we play again on Tuesday. I think that should complete the preliminaries on Tuesday. No? 3 games yata is scheduled.
It will be the Jerkor defenders going up against the Signal HD Spikers. At 2 p.m., we have the Galleries Tower High Risers versus the Creamline Cool Smashers. At ang final game natin for the preliminaries will be the PLDT High Speed Hitters against the Petro Gas Angels.
Phil Sports Arena po ang venue ng ating last day of the prelims. Both these teams, as you said, are already in.
I looked at the team standings once again. If Chery Tiggo loses this game, they will have an 8-3 win-loss card. If Signal wins their game, they will also have an 8-3 win-loss card. And pag umabot tayo sa tiebreaker na yun, we will check the points of each of the teams. So if mas mataas yung points ng Signal, they can actually occupy the third rank and avoid the Cool Smashers. So Chery Tiggo needs to win if they do want to avoid facing Creamline in the semifinals.
In the meantime, there was an ace by Nunag and a dump on the second place. 2 straight points by Choco Mucho. They lead by 4. Kung Fu Reyes wants to huddle up. Okay, the first ever NBA in-season tournament is here. Watch all 30 teams battle it out for the NBA from November 4 all the way to December 9. And that's about to end next week. Only on NBA TV Philippines and One Sports at Filipinas Live. Hashtag NBA on Signal and always a fan. Second set is now at 15-11. Drop. Kept in play by Wong. They adjust with a tough angle. That is going to go through the double block. It will be the 12th point of Chery Tiggo. Nabor is replaced. Cagande will be in.
Also very talented as a setter. First time I saw Joymi Cagante was in the UAAP Seniors. And I think the first season niya, she also suffered an injury. NU. But everybody was already impressed by her. So it was a big signing for Chery Tiggo to get a backup setter na sobrang talented.
And Cagante trying to keep it in play, but just too hot. See, itong NU, no, the way they find their players, some gems.
That is Sir Jonathan Lang from Choco Mucho and their manager, Sir Rolly, supporting, ever supportive.
Yeah, they're always there.
They were also there in Cagayan. Dina Wong getting an attack point. Clearly, she enjoyed that. She doesn't get a lot of opportunities to go for
because it's regalo. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, at least for Dina Wong. Yeah, you're right. She'll do the sets, but if it's there, it's there. 5-point lead by the Titans. Crossovers need something special defensively. Ponce tumbles over.
Hey, Laure.
Look at that.
The eye of the tiger.
Yeah, look at that
Very
face.
familiar to us. You know na pag ganyan na yung itsura ng isang Ea Laure, hihingi na yan ng maraming set so that they can catch up. They're still down by 4 points.
Ea Laure, those eyes. Hello. In play. Ponce. Cross. Back. Playable. Playable. Yes. Block. Rondina wants it.
Dina Wong just very active. And now she's on attack mode. That's her third or fourth point already.
While I'm in front, I'm gonna do everything.
Duremdes saw it coming.
Yeah.
But Pauline Gaston had a hand on that drop ball of Wong.
You know, it's hard to beat Choco Mucho when they're playing so well.
Yeah.
In the past, we've seen how they would not reach the playoffs because they could not sustain whatever momentum they had.
There were a couple of seasons that they placed 7th. Parang I remember one feature of Des Cheng. And now they're very happy to be back in the semifinals. But their mission is not yet over.
Yep.
That was just the first part of their goal.
Madayag tried that on the quick. The drop. Lifted high by Tolentino. Dina Wong says, alis dyan. Mababa masyado! So what?
That caught the line. To the surprise of Coach Kung Fu.
And even Dante Alinsunurin has to smile on that one. Choco Mucho 5-point lead. And I would say in control of the momentum here. Madayag serving. She tossed it above her head, not in front of her.
That is good news for the crossovers because in set number 1, when Mati Madayag was on deck to serve, nahirapan sila to get that break point.
Ilan yung pinasayaw ni Mati.
Now Shaya Adorador is back with Jas Nabor.
Adorador was productive coming off the bench. Ponce lifts it. Long. Galit. Home run. I envy the energy of those drummers in the heat. Nabor. Too close.
Oh, good save.
Yeah. No whistle. You play on. Wong. Said Ponce. Careful. Dorendes with 2 hands on it. Oh, well done!
What a stinging hit from A. Laure. We knew this was coming. Kahit na nasa back row yan, pag naghahabol ang Chery Tiggo, alam na ni Jasmine Oboy, that's already a given in tight situations. You choose A. Laure.
A. Laure is like an impending storm, but you can't do anything about it. Molde steady. Nunag doing the same thing. Molde is there. Rondina. Inside.
That is inside. Coach Kung Fu saw it. It was in front of him. But mababakasakali na lang din. That will be a ball-in, ball-out challenge from the crossovers.
Asking his team to catch their breath here, actually more than anything else. But that's his prerogative. He can call that. And we are awaiting the in.
Right on the line for CC Rondina and the rest of the white shirts.
We kind of gotten used to this challenge already. No? That'll make the count 20-17 here in the second. Short serve in play. Nuna tracks it down.
Oh, wow. Up high, down hard. CC Rondina on fire here in set number 2.
A little high, a little low. And then she smiles. 4-point lead. Five-point lead.
Top set was predictable for the defense of the Flying Titans. And that's a tall duo.
Yeah.
Chery Nunag and Kat Tolentino.
Nunag is playing so well.
Yeah, you have to try to work around the block.
Regalo. 6 straight.
Still the problem on the side of Chery Tiggo. Ivy Laxina in attendance. Again, Abby Maraño is also here.
Got the corner. These two ladies are living proof that you can be cool in the heat.
Jaisal de los Reyes. Quality minutes
Yes.
coming from her.
Ay, ang tagal umikot nung ano ha. Nung rotation ha. Ngayon lang nakita natin ulit si Robles. De los Reyes hoists it high. Molde. Namumorsyento na.
That was a good soft touch from Ashaya Adorador. Nobody picked up the rebound on the side of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Ganda eh, mataas eh. That was playable. But ang layo sa pwesto din ni Jasmine Labor. She was waiting for a strong hit from CC.
In play. Robles. Rondina with some good digging. Molde cut. Nierba gets to it. Blocked. In play. Another long rally. And Adorador has been really productive.
Very impressive performance really from Ashaya Adorador. Ever since pag nagkakagulo yung mga tao, siya talaga yung napapabalik dun sa sistema ni Coach Kung Fu by scoring these points.
And nonetheless, Choco Mucho is at set point. It died in the water. Bad serve. When it rains, you better bring an umbrella.
Not a good way to end set number 2, but with that error, Choco Mucho will be up 2-0 against the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
Choco Mucho taking the first set in 23 minutes, taking the second in less than 30 minutes. They have a commanding 2-set-to-love lead in this match here in Iloilo. It's control, it's momentum, Neil. They have it in their pockets.
It's the same way they performed in set number 1. It was the same problems on the side of the crossovers. They did have good hits in courtesy of Shaya Adorador, Ea Laure, rather not surprised there. But for Choco Mucho, they continue to target the tight spots in the receiving formation of Chery Tiggo. Ang dami na namang overpass that led to the instant points of Choco Mucho. 19 out of the 25 came from their attack, so it just means that they had so many opportunities to convert and they were successful.
They were in fact relentless because, di ba, parang namumursyento na at a certain point with Rondina, but it presented itself.
And Chery Tiggo needs to win this to avoid complications with that number 3 seed. Pwedeng makalaban pa pala nila ang Creamline actually in semis.
In a way, you know, sometimes you let the numbers just fall where they are and just win the game first. The nature of volleyball kasi is the set count, no? In the meantime, some very familiar faces. Edget Mabayad, Jessie Lopez over there.
Pauline Gaston has been quiet.
Very.
She hasn't had much opportunities. Actually, the middles in general of Chery Tiggo were looking for their production. But dahil nga hindi pa ganun ka-consistent yung pasa nila, Nabor has been feeding most of the balls to Ea Laure and Shaya Adorador.
Are they hindi maka-forma because spending a lot of time worrying defensively?
So one of the changes that they can actually implement is to give a bigger zone to their libero. Sanay naman yung mga libero eh.
Maybe that's it.
Kadalasan, it is a 3-woman receive, but in rare cases, you can see 2-woman receive formations here in the PVL just so that they can be confident in the passing. And yung passer na medyo naiilang pagdating sa first ball, nakapag-focus in attacking eh.
You don't need me to say 5,973. You're waiting for me to say it.
It feels like
it feels
10,
like more. I feel like the whole city of Iloilo is inside the venue, but I really don't mind. And just want to say hi to the mayor, my classmate, Mayor Chery Tiggo. And in the meantime, back in action here. Now, Chery needs a very special third set, Neil. Something special on both ends in terms of defense. Maybe that's a start. Robles got them. Pumapasok sa switch pa lang. And some new faces on the floor. I think Oginsanya is there already.
This is also her hometown.
Yes.
So maganda na nabigyan din siya ng playing time ni Coach Dante. For the crossovers, binalik na nila si Mylene Pat and Ces Robles. And they started out good with that service ace. Let's see if they can continue until the 25th point.
2-0 here. Quick race to 2 points by Tiggo. There's a problem, I think, with the ball.
Asking for a change in the ball. I think there's...
Baka deflated na.
Yeah.
Napagod.
Sa lakas ng palo ng mga players.
Yung bola. Ayoko na. Sabi ng bola. Aha, hindi nadiinan. Ito, nadiinan. Parang CC saying, ganito yan eh.
Well, you only have 2 choices if you're going to block CC Rondina. You're going to leave that down the line angle so that Jasmine Nabor will have a clear view on the path of the ball, or you will block the stronger angle of CC na cross corte.
Here's a challenge. A crossovers field. It was a block touch. But if not, it'll equalize the count at 2. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Comes at a somewhat critical stage of the match. Momentum ang problema rito eh. I still think there should be dancers during the challenge. Diba?
Maybe that's a basketball thing.
Diba? Instead of us speculating what's happening, because we can't show any replay while they're reviewing it. Here we go, Neil. I'm kidding, of course.
No block touch. So, maagang mawawala yung isang challenge on the side of the crossovers.
And the point belongs to Choco. That was down early on to nothing. Robles. Pat. Ponce's hitting the ground. Oh, what hard work can do for you.
Great find for
whistle. Huh?
Hindi na nagkakarinigan na. There was no whistle yet. But Ogonzanya served the ball already.
Sabi ni referee Eusebio, sandali, lalakasan kong silbato ko. Mierda. Nabor. Alive. In play, Ogonzanya. Dropping a message. And that is a successful message drop.
All the cameras are out, but again, we're not allowing flash photography inside the venue. But it's very difficult for the players, lalo pag nasilaw. We're just reminding everybody to turn off the flash on their phones.
Set. But that's a spinner on the net. That goes through. Hammer time.
Unafraid of the tall Cat Tolentino.
Can't touch this. You're not even born yet when that song came around. Yeah. 5 apiece. Mylene serve. Durendes. Robles. 2 in a row.
She continues to hit it through the blockers of Choco Mucho. So Kat Tolentino and Maddie Madiag has to press harder at the top of the net so that they can prevent the attacks of A. Laure from coming into their court.
Up, counter on the other end. You know, this chance given to Isa Molde while Descheng recuperates. Big opportunity for this former UP Lady Maroon.
A while ago, Isa Molde slipped, so her teammates just checked if she's okay. And pagdating sa outside hitter possession, when you look at the bench of Choco Mucho, isa lang talagang natural outside dyan. It's Regina Rocha.
This one is long. 7-6. Or is it 6-0? It's 6-0. No, it is 7-6. I got that right the first time. Chery Tiggo. No, it's the other way. Choco Mucho has the lead. Three straight points in this set alone. And now, Laura is in the back row. Regalo, not capitalized upon. Durendes. Red hot, Robles. Sizzler.
What a bullet from Ces Robles.
Second serve by Laure. Blocked. In play. Valentino goes long. On 2.
At the top of this coverage, we mentioned the ability of Jasmine Nabor to convert that first balls into attack opportunities via the 1-2 play. This is the first time that she was able to execute that kasi sakto sa setter's zone yung pasa eh.
Nagkagulong.
No follow-up on the dig of A. Laure.
Alam mo, pagka nasa loob ka ng court, looks playable, ano? Pero pag umikot yung mundo, no? May hilo ng konti yan eh. Good counter. You know, Robles can pack a wallop, huh?
She has always had that power.
Look at those arms. Really, you know, alam mo nagbubuhat eh.
Aside from the skill set that she has, it's really that championship experience coming from Enyo ang madadala niya dito sa Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
And nung araw sasabihin ng babae hindi dapat nagwe-weights, well, life has changed. Madayag counters quickly, brings her team within 1.
In this game, ang ganda rin ng ball distribution. Hindi na wrong. There were a lot of situations that they were up against a single block coverage on the side of Chery Tiggo. And the isolation system of Coach Dante is rubbing off on the girls in white.
Off the block. Message drop. 2 straight points. We're tied.
This has been the closest set.
So far.
So far, yes. Lucio Gonzaga getting the second hit, her second point of the match.
To set love lead by Choco Mucho. Nabor, long. Nag-alangan si Maylin. And the combination play delivers. And that's 3 straight points by Choco Mucho.
Chery Tiggo has to put a stop in the run of Choco Mucho, lalo na pag nasa harap si CC Rondina, because we know that once she gets these clean hits, iba yung confidence na nadadala ni Choco Mucho eh.
Nangingibabaw na yan. Iwanan tayo niyan. Miss hit, but they'll take it. Long. That's long. Tabla-tabla sa 11. Now, the scoring moving at a snail's pace here.
This was our expectation actually.
Yes.
But in the first two sets, Choco Mucho
was in a rush.
Yeah, clearly did their homework.
And now, it's Tiggo, Chery Tiggo back in the lead. Some housekeeping has to be done. Slick portion. 12-11 tally. Chery Tiggo is back in front. Close to the net. No problem. Hey, Ogunsanya is a contributor.
From her Lasal days pa lang, meron na rin siyang slide attack. Options eh. Perfect pass there from Chery Tiggo.
Oh, Ponce keeps it very much alive. And deliver the punch.
Without Tang Ponce in the picture, it would have been probably a different situation for Choco Mucho. But now they're up by 1 as we enter our technical timeout.
Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball, and it's a pulsating beat. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block live in high definition and on demand anytime, anywhere, and on any device via Pilipinas Live. And you can download and register now. Glad you're staying with us as we come to you from the University of San Agustin in Iloilo.
A while ago, we had our Pilipinas Live poll question of the day. Which top libero will control more serves? Jen Yerba is currently at a 19% efficiency, 8 excellent receptions on the side of the crossovers. And for the Choco Mucho,
I would think Ponce is more. Huh?
Flying Titans, I believe that. Oh, wow! 81%. Ang layo ng difference right now. Same number, but different efficiency rates for the two liberos.
I get a kick out of Tang being in the middle of all these tall women and smiling and saying things will be all right. In the meantime, Dina Wong. Nierva.
I do have to clarify the percentage that we showed on screen were actually the fan votes. So that's not their efficiency rate.
Okay. Nice to clarify.
So we just had to clarify that. So 81%.
Yan ang boto nyo.
Yes, that was the votes of the fans watching sa Pilipinas Live app. Sorry for the confusion.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. Why is our producer running out here? Go back. Go away. Since Andres, go away. Totally. He fails to understand how smart you are. You know?
I realized that it
Yes.
was
Thank you.
far.
You caught yourself.
Ang
You caught
layo
yourself.
nung numbers pala. I had to correct myself.
But wouldn't you like to have Ia Laure on your team? All that grit? I would call it better in Tagalog. Angas.
This is winnable for Chery Tiggo.
Yeah.
And looking at the front row, they have Mylene Pat on the right side, Ea Laure on the left. Dito dapat sila makakuha ng pinakamaraming points.
But the Duque says, I'm playing at home. I want to end this right here, right now.
That is the fourth marker already for Duque Gonzania.
Who has played only in this third. Uh-oh. In play. Wong. Rondina flying. Nabor controlling. It's down the line.
Sang Ponce thought that it was going to sail out, but realized her mistake when that ball landed on that sideline. We're tied again at 15 all. We've had a lot of deadlocks
Sabi siguro,
here in the third.
Sabi ni Tang, ay? Blocked. Reset. Playable. And dead in the water then.
That will be another lead change in favor of the Flying Titans.
Another chance to serve. Her team ahead. 16-15 here in the third. This serve glides in. That does not cross.
Too low.
2-point lead now. And a challenge coming up.
If Chery Tiggo loses that challenge, that will be the last challenge opportunity for Coach Kung Fu.
Taking a moment here to check on the last play.
Most of the time, successful yon. Tumama man sa tape ng net. As long as it hits the hands of the blockers, that will be ruled as a good ball. That will be a successful challenge, says the second referee.
And on your screens, is it a yes or a no? Well, we are back in action. In the meantime, play. Oh! Pat scores quickly. The challenge is successful. Kagande is coming back in. Paat sits down. So Kagande is going to be the setter here. Tied at 16. The drop. Elevated. Blocked. Reset. It's out. Choco Mucho has a 1-point lead here in the third. Cap Tolentino will be serving.
We are almost at that 20-point mark. Getting there first has that mentality na may konting edge ka against your opponent.
The tip does not work. Blocked. In play. Yerba. That's okay.
I love that.
No, she checked her hands. She made sure that her hands were not as high as they could possibly be. Yes, the libero can do it. Basta yung hands niya hindi lalampas.
That is the first point of Chery.
Yes. Coach Makipuela explained that to me, and I learned the lesson from her, and I always value her inputs outside. Ito na. May pagkakataon ng Chery Tiggo. Kung Fu trying to voice operate his team. Ponce, Wong, blocked.
That is a good 2-point lead for the Crossovers. Coach Dante will call for time.
Dante Alinsunurin flowing with optimism on how to end that run. Angat ang laban sa pinakabagong sports apps na Pilipinas Live. Mapapanood ng PBA Season 48 live in high definition and on demand on any device. At available ito worldwide. Download and register now for free. Chery Tiggo with the lead here in the third. Ay, regalo. Nakita ko na.
3-point lead now for the Crossovers. Choco Mucho has to catch themselves sometimes. Pwedeng magkaroon ng relaxed vibe inside the court. And the next thing you know, you're already down by 3 at a crucial junction.
Yeah, they're not done yet. Work is not complete yet. Rondina. Oh, look at the elegant shot of Laura. That is a hook that works.
Choco Mucho is patiently waiting for CC Rondina to march back into the front row. Now she is in the front line.
Waiting game pala. No? Molde takes a deep breath. Mierba. Ponce. You were saying? That's a lethal shot. You know, Tolentino can be wicked with her shots as well, huh?
All eyes were on CC Rondina.
Yeah.
Dun sa left pin, but they forgot that Kat Tolentino also can attack from the back row.
While taking a deep breath. Kung Fu Rey is trying to keep himself interested. I'm sure he is. Nabor. Block. Chased down by Pat. Long. Nanggigigil bigla. Ang Tiggo and Mucho ties it up.
Jen Mierva had 2 choices to put it up para kay Ces Robles or to set that ball to the back row kay A.L. Laure. Wasn't successful, so now we're tied at 20 apiece.
Humingi ng timeout si Kung Fu.
Forward, okay? Create. Sampasa lang ulit. Okay, sampasa. Pwede ka sa 1-2, dulo. Baka mo na running. Tapos saka ka magbangko. Wala sa posisyon, yung pilit. Okay? Sampasa lang ulit tayo. Sampasa. Silver. Go, one stop tayo. One stop. Go. Ready.
Tabla. 20 all. May lamang kaninang Chery Tiggo. Burado. Umikot ang rotation. Molde with her third serve during the stretch. Mierba. Pipe attack. Works for back.
That was a risky set from Jas Labor, but Mylene Paat, being the veteran that she is, found it upon herself to score that point. Gusto ko yung ginagawa ni Jen Mierve. She's very confident in her receiving. And kung mapapansin natin, kanina pa niya inaagawan yung other players on the floor.
That's a good point, huh? Parang sinisigurado niya na aabot sa setter yung second, para pang second ball. 21-20. 11. Tough set. But who is to care? You have Dina Wong on your side.
Focus will be in play.
Uh-oh. Robles flies. Yes. Oh, look at her. She came from a dig and then set it up so that she could attack. Well done.
She's an all-around player.
Just great athleticism.
Yeah.
Tiggo by 1. This will crawl to the finish line.
Her attacks always pack a punch.
May diin eh, no? Like Undina.
They will be trading hits right now. Seth Robles against CC Rondina.
Parang boxing ito. Tabla, tabla. A lot of twos on your screen. Set. Reverse. Block. Dante Alunsunorin wants to end it right here, right now. Tough dig. But missed it. Missed it. Don Perez will challenge. You have a feeling it's
ball in or ball out.
Yeah, just
challenge.
Just to buy some time. I call this the freeze. But who knows? By the way, while we have the challenge and we might not be able to have a chance to do so, we'd just like to thank the City of Iloilo, our organizers, for putting together this project along with the Premier Volleyball League. Damo salamat sa inyo tanan, sa inyo suporta, sa inyo pagkanto, dire sa atong paghampang subong. And in behalf of our entire Signal One Sports team, we'd also like to thank everybody. Damo salamat. In the meantime, layo. Parang malayo yun.
That was clean, no block touch. And that will push Choco Mucho to their 24th point. We're now at match point.
Yeah. Serving for the match is Dina Wong. Tough recovery. Set. Chance now. Miss. Double contact. Ponce was thinking two things at the same time there. Sabi ni Dina, bola ko yun. Di pa tapos to, ha? Di pa tapos to.
24-23.
This is close as you can get.
Let's see if Dina can choose
The
a
final
good play.
Yeah. You were saying?
Yeah. We knew it was coming. Best option on the floor, your top scorer, highest efficiency attacker, CC Rondina with an exclamation point to send out a message to all of the teams in the semifinals that they're here to compete, they're here to win. And that is a dominant 3-set victory for the Flying Titans.
Boy, it's going to be crazy here in the ending as we try to contain all these lovable fans. And of course, big win, straight sets win by Choco Mucho against Chery Tiggo. Just a short while, my partner will do some courtside duties. We'll take a short break and return very quickly. Okay, it's a madhouse here and a joyful one. And that's our final score. Straight sets win, 23 minutes in the first, 28 in the second, and there's some scary moments with Choco Mucho. 32 minutes here in the final set. I'm just awaiting my cue to be able to send it over to Neil Flores, who will take care of the interviews and talk to our best player in just a short while, trying to maintain best possible order, given that the fans do want to get their own opportunities to have pictures. But let's see. Go Neil, go Neil.
Chery Tiggo Crossovers and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And I am with some of the players from Chery Tiggo, Jen Yerva and Cez Robles. It was a beautiful homecoming, and I know sobrang sa inyo to play in front of your families here in Iloilo. So of course, we'll be giving you a chance to greet all of your supporters.
Hello, Gid, sa tanan. Thank you, Gid, sa support ninyo and sa love ninyo. Thank you for staying kahit na I know mainit, pero you stayed until the end of the game. Thank you, Gid, and palangga ko, Gid, ka mo. Hello sa tanan ng mga Ilonggo. Thank you, Gid, sa pagsuporta sa amon. And syempre, sa family ko nga galantaw man, si nanay kag si tatay, kag ang mga friends ko dira, salamat sa pagsuporta, kag syempre, mga fans namon. Hello sa Montaño family, sa mga titas ko, sa mga pinsan ko na nanood dito, sa Habog-Habog. Thank you, Gid. Kag sa family ko, Robles family.
Thank you so much, Jen and Cez. Good luck in the semifinals. Pasok naman na kayo, and we're looking forward to better performances from Chery Tiggo. Thank you so much. And now, we go to our best player of the game for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. We have Dina Wong. But before we go to Dina Wong, kakausapin muna natin one of the players that is also back in her hometown. We have here Duki Ogonsanya. Duki, you can actually greet all of your family here and the fans.
Mayong gabi sa inyo tanan! Salamat sa pagsuporta sa amon. Thankful gid ako nga makahampang ako subong sa inyo nga tanan. Madamo nga salamat.
Thank you so much, Duki, and congratulations again for winning in 3 straight sets. Now, we go to our player of the game, Boss D, Dina Wong. You registered a lot of excellent sets, and this has been one of the best conferences of Choco Mucho in the recent years. Ano ba yung factor that contributed to the rise of Choco Mucho this season?
First and foremost, syempre, yung sistema na binibigay ni Coach Dante po sa amin. And of course, syempre yung teamwork na natutunan namin during training, during practices, doon talaga kami kumakapit. So, yeah.
People were expecting a really tight match, but you finished in 3 straight sets. What can the fans expect in the semifinals? Dahil right now, you're ranked number 2.
Siguro expect, syempre we'll give our best, we'll do our best, and we won't disappoint you ever again. So, tingnan natin sa laban sa semis.
I'm sure people will go all out in supporting you pagdating sa semifinals. Do you have anybody to greet?
Syempre, I wanna say thank you to the Ribisco management, sila Sir Jonathan, Sir Alan, Sir Rolly, Ma'am Liz, Attorney Lily, the whole Choco Mucho Flying Titans, yung teammates ko, yung coaches, the Alviso Wong family, si Mami Judy nandito, yung partner ko si Ivy, andito din po. And sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa Choco Mucho Flying Titans, maraming salamat, and see you in the finals. See you in the semis! Sorry.
Commitment. That is what you call commitment. Again, that was your best player of the game, Dina Wong. Congratulations again. And congratulations to the rest of the Flying Titans for winning in 3 straight sets. Back to you, Sev.
Okay, thank you very much, Neil. And Dina already jumping straight into the finals. And I wouldn't be surprised if they will be there. We had some choice cuts at some scary moments with Choco Mucho in the 3rd set. They, in fact, had several flings with the lead, but could not hang on, could not sustain it as well. And in the end, when they needed production, Choco Mucho went to their regular sources like CC Runtina and CC. Maybe merong lakad si CC dito sa Iloilo. Great job, Neil, but I need you to explain this.
Again, right now, the number 1 spot is already secure with the Creamline Pool Smashers. Number 2 is the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Chery Tiggo will have to wait for the result of the signal game against the Jer Floor Defenders to determine kung sino ba yung magiging official ranked number 3. And again, whoever is ranked number 4 will go up against the Creamline Pool Smashers in the semifinals. And the other one will face the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in a best-of-3 series.
Thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure working here in Iloilo with you. And this is the schedule on December 5, Tuesday. Signal against Jer Floor, that's a critical game. Creamline against Galleries, PLDT against Petro Gas. On that note, damo gid na salamat sa inyo tanan sa pagtanaw, sa paghampang sang PVL diri bala sa Iloilo. And as we say, this is the place where the heart of volleyball beats strong. It throbs. It is alive. Thank you for joining us. Damo salamat gid from Iloilo.